Yo, what's up, Kiptoe here. I'm out here in the Minnesota Vikings Minneapolis downtown stadium for Eric Church's badass concert this weekend. I'm gonna be doing like a mini pop-up mural for the fan zone outside here, and I'm gonna be painting live. It's gonna be a cool time, so let's do it. Eric Church, the country music legend, and his team have been trying to get me on a project with them for a few years now. After seeing what I did at the Super Bowl, they reached out and asked if I wanted to do something similar at this show in Minneapolis. I said, giddy up, let's do it. And before I knew it, I was on my way over to the Twin Cities, ready to paint. So I'm gonna be painting in the fan zone outside the stadium. This is the stadium here. I'm gonna be painting across the street. This is like the fan zone area right here. They're gonna be building the wall right now. It's like a makeshift wall that they're building. And I don't see any kind of mini mural in sight, so it's gonna be a while, I think. I'm starting to feel the pressure as the weather wasn't looking good for the event tomorrow. It's gonna be kind of raining all day, so I really wanna get most of the painting done today. I called an Uber and went to the store to grab some buff paint in the meantime.
Hey man, I'm trying to take care of some business. Wow.
Oh, good. I know the hustle, man.
I know that's right, man.
You'll do it. You'll figure it out. Yeah. All right, thank you, David. Appreciate it. All right, let's cut this paint. By the time I get the paint and everything, hopefully they'll be kind of building up that wall, and then we can get things going, and I can start painting. So let's do it. All right, got my supplies. Time to Uber back to the stadium and get to work. All right, now I was ready to hit that mini wall they built over there. Thank you. Until I realized it wasn't even close. I just trusted the process and, well, fingers crossed. Hoped for the best. So while I'm waiting for the wall to get built, I'm just gonna bum around here a little bit, show you all the cool behind the scenes stuff. It's crazy how much work goes into like a concert like this with a big name star. They have entire 18-wheelers just for the merch alone. Here's the production office. Here's me dancing in the elevator. And there's one more pretty cool thing. All right, so not only do I get full access to the entire stadium, but we have an entire s'mores bar just on your way back out. They know my weakness and they're exploiting me. They want me to work harder, and I will. My man here, he's just gotta look at it all day. So if I can't get creative with my painting yet, I'll have to get creative some other way. Rice Krispie with a little melted chocolate, some strawberries, marshmallow on top. This should hold me over for a while. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Oh look, there's a wall now. All we gotta do is stretch this canvas over it and I'll be good to go. Should be easy, right? Except we're missing one key ingredient. A stapler. You wouldn't think it would be hard to find a stapler at a huge stadium show. After a few dozen phone calls and deliberating who we had to kill to get a stapler, we got one.
Oh, dude, you don't want to know what kind of nasty things I had to do to get that.
All right, after a little hustle and bustle, we made it happen. Got the canvas up there on the boards. It's a little jank, but we're gonna make it work, and I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna start doing the base colors and getting everything down for today. Tomorrow, the rain's gonna be coming in the morning, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to play that by ear and we'll see how it goes, but let's get rocking, baby.
I know we gotta get it. I know we gotta get it. No, we gotta get it somehow. I know we gotta get it.
I ship all my Cobra spray paint to the job site, so it's already waiting for me when I get there. Time to lock and load. We got quite a late start. I didn't start painting until about 6:30 p.m. and I had to finish at least half of this piece before the end of the day so that I could be ready for whatever is thrown at me at the event tomorrow. All right, sun's been going down for a little bit. It's getting darker and darker, but I had to get a little base coat in there. You can probably tell what's going on by now. I think I'm gonna paint for a little bit more, and I'm just gonna feel it out. That's how we roll. Let's do it. Coming out nice, doing like mostly the left side, so then when I do the right side, I can just copy the left side there. And then it's looking pretty nice, pretty nice. It was already 11 p.m. and I felt it was good enough for the day, but the weather forecast wasn't looking to be in our favor. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it and figure it out as you go. We'll have to wait and see what tomorrow brings us. Before we dive into that, I want to tell you a little bit about today's sponsor, Displate. Displate is your go-to shop for badass and authentic metal posters to start collecting your passions. They've got an incredible array of poster designs officially licensed from your favorite brands such as Marvel, Star Wars, Stranger Things, just to name a few. And they even have tons of designs from talented independent creators, such as these beautiful geometric animal prints by Thomas Dabak and these epic dark fantasy prints by Anatole Finstark. My favorite part is the easy mounting system. No more fussing around with nails and traditional framing shit. All you gotta do is wipe down the wall, apply a sticker, apply the magnet, and boom! Got yourself some posters. Which also makes it perfect for hanging on my closet doors, which I haven't been able to figure out until now. And it's super easy to switch out posters whenever I feel like it. Bada bing, bada boom, snazzy. So if this looks right up your alley, they're having a super slick Black Friday deal right now. When you buy 1 or 2 displays, it's 35% off. If you buy 3 or 4, it's 39% off. And if you buy 5 or more, it's a whopping 44% off. So grab them while they're still hot using the link in my description. And thank you Displate for sponsoring this video. Let's head back to Minneapolis and see what's going on. Well, would you look at that? Not only do we have no rain, but we have abundant sunshine. The rain gods passed on us today. We're gonna be rocking and rolling. Gonna be a beautiful one today. So let's get to it. Woo! Woo! Yeah! All right, so everyone's setting up right now. We're getting the fan zone ready to go, getting the action all set up. I'm gonna start grinding here. Gates open here at 2:30. It's about 11 a.m. right now. So I got a couple hours until people start coming in. Let's get a good jump start on this. So now I just had to basically copy the left side and over to the right side. But I mean, it's not that easy. So the Eric Church fan base is called the Church Choir. Church Choir Tailgate is like their little slogan here. So this big eagle is holding this big plank of wood right here. I'm gonna put that boom right there so people can be like, oh, I'm part of the Church Choir. Something like that. All right, we got about 10 more minutes until the fans come bursting through the seams here, so I'm gonna keep punching away here and then just gear up for the madness to begin, so let's do it. The event would only be 2 hours long, so I had to juggle my time to save enough painting for the actual event when people show up. And so it begins. The fans came pouring in and promptly sat down to watch. It was actually, like, so chill. They cracked open some brewskis and I cracked open some more paint cans and we all just enjoyed living for a bit. I had my little gang of people here watching for pretty much the whole time. It was really nice to chat with them and hear a little bit about their stories and where they're coming from and what kind of creative things they like to do in their own lives. Or the line I've heard a million gajillion times, how they can't even draw a stick figure. It really was just like one giant tailgate pregame party. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with all of it. It's not lost on me how cool my job is as an artist sometimes. Whether it's painting at the Super Bowl or a giant skate park or a tailgate party for a rock star. Sometimes you just never know where your journey's gonna take you. If you told this high school kid that 13 years later he was gonna get paid to do the same thing but for a huge rock star and the biggest sporting event in the country, I might have laughed, but I would have believed it. I knew I could do it. The power of belief. A friend of mine always likes to remind me of that. And also, then there's business. Balancing business and art was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn growing as an independent artist, and still is sometimes. You really can't do one without the other. As you grow older and get more responsibilities, you start to realize that you are not only an artist, you're more like a businessman who makes art, which is an art in and of itself. But I would rather be that than anything else. Because the struggles, the hills and valleys, feast or famine, all the things that come along with it still make it worth it. This channel shows the highlights of my life and career. You don't really see much of the struggles, but I'm blessed to live this kind of lifestyle and grateful for each step of the way. And seeing that on a grand scale with Eric Church, how many people are employed on his team, how much hard work and effort goes on behind the scenes to make a huge stadium show like this possible. All the mouths that are fed just from his music and his brand. But in order to feed those employees' mouths, you must first feed the souls of your fans. And I think it's really amazing that you can put music and art out into the world like that, and people flock to it in the tens of thousands, craving for a connection.
Yeah, you can definitely put a tip bucket.
You're not from here, huh?
Yeah, you could. You could put a tip
$5 a picture.
Wait, what'd he say?
Here's good. Let's go down. $5 a picture.
Damn, that's not a bad idea. My new homies here who've been hanging out the whole time have my back, telling people waiting in line that it's $5 for a photo.
Hey, yeah!
Now everyone coming up had $5 or $10 ready for the picture. I like tips. It was probably the cheapest thing they bought all day. I accepted it. Alright, things are rocking and rolling here. I'm pretty much done with this whole thing. And I just want to add something extra here. It's kind of like, I feel like it's missing something. Kind of want to just add a little extra flair to it. So I'm going to add maybe some music notes or something coming out of the, in between the wings and the feathers here, just to give it some like explosion energy here to match the wings coming at you. So I don't know, let's give it a shot. So I didn't want this to come off too cheesy, so I made the music notes pretty small, or just like a little accent, instead of some overpowering silly thing. It's really hard to illustrate music, and the notes are a little bit of a cheat, but I think with just a touch, I feel it definitely added the little something that was missing. This whole piece is obviously kind of country music inspired, with the red, white, and blue eagle, very on brand for country music fans. But it's also like a big hug, radiating outwards towards you. The energy and motion that I put into the wings is like the music hitting your chest at a concert. You feel it throughout your whole body. Music and art have these crazy abilities to hit us at our core. Deep down, I feel like we're all pretty much the same. Music and art brings that out of us and connects us to ourselves and to each other. And when you start putting your art out into the world, after you learn how to survive, I feel like it always comes back to how can you, add more spice into the world. Create things that make people happy, make people feel something, even if it's just for one day.
All right,
well, the event is over. Everyone's heading into the stadium now. It was a big success. Tons of people are loving the mural here. Got tons of pictures with all the fans. Fit right in with the crowd, so mission success. Now, we get to go enjoy the show ourselves. Let's have fun, baby. Man, I love country music fans. Look at all these tips I got today. Just some people wanting to take pictures. Hell yeah, let's do it. Now, it's an understatement when I say that I was completely blown away and energized by this man's passion and performance. The ultimate command of the stage and his presence up there electrifying the entire stadium was incredibly inspiring. I saw a man who was damn good at what he does and absolutely loves his craft. Being there and experiencing that made me realize how much I love what I do too. I looked out at this crowd of 60,000 people and thought, hey, if one of my videos is watched by that many people, here's how many that really is. And to put it into perspective. So cheers to you guys for watching me do my passion. Thank you. If you like my work, you can grab a brand new t-shirt and hoodie that just dropped at my shop. Sexy new design based on my last canvas piece called Brave Ones. Those are pretty limited supplies, so you want to grab them while they're still hot right now. I also have prints, sticker packs, and other goodies to spark your fancy. Big shout out to my patrons, you guys are the best. Had a great time in Minneapolis, thanks to the Eric Church crew for having me. New exciting stuff on the way. So, I'll see you on the next one.